legal age. Oh, I know. Put your hands over your ears. One thing I discovered on tour in 1981 was that girls in all languages like taking drugs with me. Yeah. Even though I had a girlfriend back home, my horror of lonely hotel rooms meant I would go to any length to avoid sleeping in them alone. Coke, I was beginning to realise, was an effective insurance policy against that eventuality. I'd been a nerd at school. I wasn't a jock or an intellectual and had never had a regular girlfriend as a teenager. Now I only had to wink, hang on. That's all going to change. Now I only had to wink in a girl's direction in a hotel lobby, backstage, or at a record company party. I miss those record companies. And I had company until the morning. So what's the problem, you might ask? Well, the trouble is, and I didn't figure this out until I was almost 40, that there is something about an intimate encounter of that nature with someone you barely know that jars against the spirit. You want it, but it doesn't feel quite right. And when you start doing it night after night, week in, week out, your ideas about love and sex begin to get somewhat distorted. And jumping into bed like porn star Johnny is not as easy as you might imagine, especially with someone whose first name you're not even sure of. You feel awkward, or at least I did. Maybe it was some residue of Catholic guilt, plain old common decency. Hadn't Mother taught me something about this? The drugs and the alcohol served to take away all those doubts, plus any inhibitions or insecurities I, or she, might have. I didn't want to be lonely, and the drugs ensured I never was. I'm a pin-up on thousands of bedroom walls, but the fear of loneliness is turning me into a cokehead. Of absolute necessity for any touring musician is the itinerary. It usually comes as a gift from the tour manager on the last day of rehearsal. Depending on the length of the tour about to be undertaken, it could cover any length of time between 1 week and 2 months. Page 1 lists the principals, the inner circle, and the crew who are going to get the show around the world. All the numbers to call if in trouble are listed there. The management, the agencies, the travel agents, the local promoters. Then follows a page-by-page account of the destinations. October 3, Chicago, Band Hotel, Ambassador East, Crew Hotel, Crown Hyatt, Venue, Park West, and so on and so on. I'd not noticed right away that in the left-hand corner of each page of the US itinerary, there was a number, usually 18, 21, or 20. It was months before I was let in on the secret. The numbers referred to the legal age for sexual intercourse in that particular state. I thank you, tour managers. The other necessity for the touring musician is the day sheet, usually slipped under the hotel room door while the occupant is still asleep. Regardless of the degree of befuddlement, the day sheet information was always quite clear. Today is October 3rd. It is Friday. You are in Chicago. Today is a show day. Sound check is at 4 p.m. You almost expected it to say, and your name is John. Thanks.